What are Dragon drones? Ukraine's latest weapon against Russia. Ukraine has introduced a new weapon to its growing arsenal in the battle against Russian forces, the Dragon drone. These drones, which rain down molten metal, are part of Ukraine's strategy to use cutting-edge, little-known weapons to target Russian military units. Here's everything you need to know about this fearsome new weapon and how it works. What are Dragon drones? On social media, Ukraine's defense ministry recently shared videos of a drone dropping what appeared to be fire, but in reality it was molten metal. These so-called Dragon drones are deployed to target Russian military positions, particularly those hiding in forests or other areas where traditional military attacks are harder to execute. The drones use a substance called thermite, a mixture of metal powder, often aluminum, and iron oxide, rust, which generates extreme heat over 2,200 DEC, 4,000 DFF. When deployed from drones, the thermite burns through materials like clothing, trees, and even military vehicles, making it an incredibly dangerous and precise weapon. What is thermite and how does it work? Thermite is not an explosive substance, but its high temperatures make it capable of burning through nearly any material it comes into contact with. It can even burn underwater, making it versatile in various environments. On humans, thermite can cause fatal burns and extensive damage to bones, as well as respiratory issues for survivors. For military vehicles, the extreme heat is enough to burn through armor, rendering many defensive systems useless. Thermite's effectiveness is amplified when used with drones, which can precisely target enemy positions, even bypassing traditional defense mechanisms. These drones are typically low-flying to ensure the thermite comes into close contact with the target, increasing its impact. Who makes these Dragon drones? Some of the Dragon drones are believed to be developed by Ukrainian startup Steel Hornets, a private unmanned weapons systems manufacturer. Steel Hornets has produced thermite-laden drones capable of burning through 4 man of metal in under 10 seconds, adding a terrifying new dimension to Ukraine's drone warfare capabilities. Are Dragon drones legal? Thermite weapons like Dragon drones are not illegal when used against military targets. However, their use against civilians is prohibited under international law. The UN Office for Disarmament Affairs has warned that incendiary weapons such as thermite could cause uncontrollable fires and harm civilians, especially in populated areas or forests. Ukraine has used thermite against military targets, and so far no evidence suggests that it has been deployed in civilian areas. There are concerns, however, that if the weapon becomes widespread, its use could escalate and lead to catastrophic consequences for both military and civilian populations. A weapon with a long history. While Dragon drones might seem like a modern invention, thermite has been used in warfare for over a century. Germany used thermite-laden bombs during World War I, and both Germany and the Allies used thermite bombs in World War II to destroy military vehicles. Despite its historical use, the fear of a fire-raining drone in modern warfare adds a new level of psychological terror. The psychological impact. The real power of Dragon drones may not just lie in their physical destruction, but in the psychological terror they cause. Military experts have pointed out that fear of liquid fire falling from the sky could be more devastating than the damage itself. Imagine a soldier suddenly caught in flames, unable to put out the fire, adding to the chaos and horror of the battlefield. Are Dragon drones effective? While still limited in their numbers, Dragon drones could have a significant impact on military strategies. They not only inflict physical damage, but can also aid in reconnaissance by burning away foliage, exposing hidden enemy positions. Experts believe the psychological effects could be just as impactful, as fear of a drone strike could keep Russian forces on edge. Some analysts also suggest that Russia might begin to deploy similar technology if these Dragon drones prove to be successful. Ukraine's Dragon drones represent a new chapter in modern warfare, combining the innovation of drones with the ancient terror of incendiary weapons. Their terrifying potential in the battlefield, both physically and psychologically, makes them a game changer in the ongoing conflict with Russia. Whether these drones become a widespread weapon or remain a niche technology is still uncertain, but one thing is clear: they have introduced a new level of fear to the battlefield. Subscribe for more updates on military innovations and global defense strategies.